Hi guys! So today we have with us Dr. Body Positivity, Sonal Sharma, and Dr. Self-Love, Shreya Shanker. And welcome to our therapy session on
The Long Lost Sisters Pod. So this episode is basically a rant about all the physical appearance related insecurities that the world has given us. But this episode is not about hating on the world, but to actually understand how these insecurities begin in a girl's life. Isn't it, Shreya?
That's true. I would like to go completely back and ask you that what was the first experience that you would have had of any kind of insecurity?
Dude, let's go all the way back to when I was 13 years old. I remember this so clearly, even today. A friend of mine, he was about a year older than me, he was 14, and he was telling me about this girl he now has sudden feelings for. Okay, now he's finally started finding this girl attractive who has been in his class for the longest time, right? And he says like, oh, you know, she's really hot. And I was like, okay, so what like changed, you know? She was in your class up until now. I mean, what happened? And he was like, you know, she started waxing. And even though it was not about me, it became like a thing for me that, you know, that automatically became an insecurity for me as well, because I started thinking ki, acha, oh, now we have to start getting bags and like, okay, so like now, you know, level of attractiveness, and for a person that age, some sort of like validation of a group is important, right? So that became like a thing for me as well. Okay, now everyone has to get waxed, like you have to get waxed. So
to men, I remember men till now, I feel there are so many, I don't know what's this obsession of boys of not finding hair on girls.
Yeah, and like, you are so hairy yourself.
Exactly.
What about that? And you know, there is a scientific reason why people have hair on their body. It is to protect you from all the germs and unwanted bacteria that, you know, like I get bitten by mosquitoes all the fucking bloody time, right? And if I had hair,
exactly,
I know people would say, you know, you have a choice, you can get, like, you can start growing it. But I also want to fit in, you know, like that's the thing.
Dude, that happens. Like everybody's telling you about hair, and then you see every girl waxing, that becoming a thing. Girls also telling you that, oh, your underarms are not waxed. Oh, your legs, I can see. Girls at now, this age also, me also sometimes, I'm like, oh, my legs are not waxed. Should I wear a skirt when I'm going out? Where you can see only this much, this much hair.
Yeah, because that insecurity is a build-up of like many like other events. It's not because you are an insecure person. It's because there has been a build-up of like someone saying something one day, a boy saying something one day, some auntie saying something one day. That's how it is. So yeah, like hair is a very interesting
topic. I have had so many hair experiences.
But Shreya, seriously, you have beautiful hair, you know, like touch wood. We have to do that. But you got like great hair. How can you have any issues with, you know, hair and stuff?
Bro, it's thanks to my doctor, because in class 9th, I lost all my hair. I was bald in class 10th. We're living in Delhi, in Dwarka, and apparently because of the food or whatever, these are diseases that you don't even know about. I had alopecia at that age. And I got to know about this randomly. So my hair started falling and I thought it's a normal thing that to happen. And one day my mom was applying oil on my head while I was watching TV, and then suddenly she sees a spot which feels like this on my head. No hair.
Like a
pure
spot.
Pure skin, a circle. And then she's finding there's one circle here, there's one circle here. And she panicked. We've gone to the doctors, we started allopathic medicines, and slowly, all my hair started coming off. I am going to school. I remember I'm going to school. My mom would give me a hat or something, and once this happened, so gradually with allopathic medicine, what happens is everything comes out and then it starts coming in. So almost half of my 9th grade, my hair's falling off, and then I'm replacing it with caps and all to hide it. And then in a class, I am so glad that I didn't take anything that seriously. I don't know how I managed to do that at that age, but in class, me being a nerd sitting on the first seat, obviously. So
don't change.
Yeah. So I've taken off my cap and I've kept it inside because it's heat. It's hot, man. It's I'm sweating and all of that, and I'm not realizing कि मेरे पीछे जो view है.
I shouldn't be laughing. I'm sorry.
I'm glad I can laugh about it. I've always laughed about this. The view is this is my head. यहाँ से कुछ बाल आ रहे हैं, यहाँ से कुछ बाल आ रहे हैं. Bald patch. यहाँ से बाल आ रहे हैं, यहाँ से बाल आ रहे हैं. Literally, you could count like 15 hair over here, one coin size 15 hair. You have patches and like this, and then the teacher's telling you, Shreya, I think you should put on your hat. And that was something that made me realize that, oh, this is something people are actually paying attention at. This because I didn't take things that seriously in life. My mom was panicking. My parents were really like upset and they were worried about it. But I didn't realize that it's such a big thing. I started wearing scarves and then I took homeopathic medicine because of which my hair came back. And the doctor was outstanding and he gave me these oils and everything. So homeopathy really helped. I got those pixie hair in class 10th end or something. But then, you know, when I would wear scarf, these girls are coming up to me and saying, oh, why are you wearing a scarf? What's wrong? I was like, that's just cool. That's my style.
That's where the sass comes from.
Exactly. It's from struggle.
But, you know, but it's amazing, you know, you can even like talk about it now and you are like, okay, that happened to me.
Yeah.
But like...
I've always spoken about it. I think a lot of people, when they hear about this, they're shocked. But I am so glad and so happy for the 13, 14, 15-year-old Shreya that time that didn't let it affect me so much that I would go into that shell.
Yeah.
I think it didn't do that. I thought it's hair, man, it'll come.
Yeah.
I don't know why I always kept thinking it's hair will come.
Yeah, I think that was like a positive attitude also. Like, hair did come back.
Yeah.
And then how, you know?
Yeah.
And I think I've always known that you've got thick skin, you know? And those are the moments that make you.
Yeah. So honestly, to all the people who are suffering from alopecia also, I would just say that I know everybody used to tell me that hair come. Everybody's story is different. It might or might not. It completely depends on you. But I would just want to say that embrace whatever you have.
Absolutely.
Don't let that one thing affect your whole life. Just embrace. Like if you have a bald scalp, dude, like there's so many people now. It's just become a cool thing also these days. So like don't let that affect your whole entire life.
Persona,
so just embrace whatever you've got. As long as you're healthy or alive, these things don't matter at the end of the day. Yeah.
And if you're lucky enough, you get hair as beautiful as Shreya and you'll probably be on a Pantene ad. I hope so, for everyone who struggles, you know. I wish I was on a bloody Pantene ad because I remember when we got through to Miss India and there was a time, you know, after we selected like the top 30, there was a time, you know, they started telling us, even your mentors and everyone, scouts started telling you, that okay, maybe you'll need hair extensions. So, you know, you probably carry your hair extensions inside and stuff. And I have grown up thinking I have great hair because I always had nice, long, straight, silky hair like my mother.
Yeah.
But it was at the time I realized that maybe volume, like lots and lots of volume, like I am not genetically very hairy, right? So that comes on the head as well. So so that's when I realized, oh my God, I don't have enough hair. So something that I was proud of turned into something I was shy about, you know? So I remember there were a couple of more girls with me who had hair extensions and stuff. So it became such a thing, oh my God. And you know, it always carries on. Although now I'm at a point where, you know, you've embraced it. But it takes that, you know, sort of time. But that was one thing that was, you know, like that insecurity came on later, much later, like after our 20s. Not after our 20s, like
now
after
that you
21.
was telling me this in college, I've never seen you once talk about hair.
Exactly, because I did not have, and I have long hair as
You
well.
had long hair.
Although
I mean, obviously, you didn't have volume ever, but
that was because that was the type of my hair.
We
like,
didn't know that was a thing, man. We didn't know it's supposed to be an insecurity.
But it became.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, you know, that journey of how it keeps piling up from here, from there.
Right.
So that's what happened. And having too much hair and then not having
enough.
What do you want? What do you want?
Dude, I feel like these insecurities about this voluminous hair ये सिर्फ extensions के बाद ही दिखता है, ये genuinely नहीं होता. Like we have always at our on stage also, for shoots also, we apply extensions. These actresses that you see at their weddings, everybody's applying extensions for that volume. They don't want to see a gap here coming and all, just for that appearance. It's not naturally like that. So it's just the world that is making these insecurities, and it's just like bouncing off on us, but it's just something that we should not worry about.
So you were in Miss India as well. Anything you felt like,
Dude, yeah. I mean, yes, I was going to that only about these insecurities. So for the longest time in my family, it's me and a few of us in our entire extended family, we have big ears. Like big straight ears. We call them elephant ears. And in my childhood always, everybody told me कि हाँ इसके कान बड़े, इसको elephant ears है, she can hear everything. That's how they've seen it कि चलो बड़े कान है, like that. And then this happened in Miss India during one of those show days. One of the stylists or somebody from her team, I don't remember exactly who. Actually, I do. I can't name. But yeah. So she came up to me and she's telling me that she was just checking what hairstyle I should get. And then she's telling me that, oh my God, you have these big ears like Amir Khan and all that. You know what? This actress has stitched up her ear. I think you should do that. Then at some another shoot, somebody's telling me that there are these stickers that you can put on behind your ear and you can do that. And I'm not understanding, why is that a thing? There are so many people with that kind of fear, and why is it a thing? I still look fine. I mean, I think I look fine. I have not been rejected in a shoot because of that feature. Yeah. So I don't understand, but this is the sensibility that I'm having now. But when I was told that, up until 2 years, I started subconsciously feeling that it might be a thing in the industry, because I don't know, I'm not from the industry. Abhi tak to it was a compliment. Now I don't know, maybe it is a thing everybody likes, like these sharp, I don't know, sharp faces like that. So then I also started covering my ear from here in many of the pictures. And then slowly, this one time, once I'm over all of this, after 1-2 years, I'm like, now I'm done with it. I'm not going to do any of this. Again, I see her at one of the events, and she looked at me, again the styling team, and she's like, oh wow, you got your ears fixed. That's because I didn't do that covering. Right. And I've never gotten my ears fixed. So
she didn't even notice. Like,
exactly.
She was just like, oh, once she noticed, like, oh, she needs to, let's just see what all can we fix.
Exactly.
Basically.
So you can imagine that some things people say that stick with you have absolutely no relevance.
Yeah. And no effect on the other person, right? So this is just people kind of piling on to your...
Yeah. Projecting their probably insecurities on you. Yeah. I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, although I had gotten my teeth gap fixed before I got into Miss India, it was such a big it was such a big insecurity of mine all my life. Because like you said, like in your family, people would tease you. So I got my teeth gap from my mom. So it was like inherited from my mother. And everyone, would tease me and stuff, but it was never a big issue. It's not like I lost friends on that, or it's not like I was not cute enough.
Not.
Yeah, I did not. So yeah, like, it was not that big of an issue, but it was there. Like, because when you see all the pretty people in the world, they always have this beautiful, like, perfect smile, right? So when I was in college, I was like, I'm getting this fixed. Now, my parents haven't gotten it fixed, but I am getting it fixed. And I'm in my second year, and I told my dad, listen, Dad, I'm going to get it fixed, and I'm going to get it done from this army, hospital. So, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
And what do you think your dad would say if you're getting something? He'd be like, okay, fine, whatever. But what my dad said was, oh, seriously? Why are you getting it done? It reminds me of your mother. And I was like, although I didn't listen to him, but that was such a beautiful thing for him to say, even at the time. He was like, I just love you the way you are.
Yeah.
And the fact that it reminds him of my mother, that made it even more special. But because it was such an insecurity, I thought that was something that was holding me back.
Right.
I had to get it fixed.
Yeah.
So that was another thing, that was an insecurity. Yeah.
We do end up messing up with our, beauty, the natural beauty that we have, because of insecurities projected on us by others,
Right.
and it's just not going to make you happy at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got it fixed, and I think that was probably one of the reasons why it was easier for me to get into Miss India. Do you think?
Could be. You never know. I mean, I also got my teeth fixed for that. I got my overlapping fixed. So could be.
Can't say.
It's so subjective, man. Like you really don't know. We think that we have to get everything fixed because that's the picture that we see. But
That's the picture that we see, but the picture is the example, isn't
yeah,
it?
Yeah.
When you see something different,
True.
that's when you know something
True.
different is happening. When you don't see anything
Yeah.
different,
It's the industry which needs to allow different things to happen. You
Yeah.
can't keep copying the same thing. You can't have everything. Dude, in earlier times, these actresses used to be so much more natural, honestly.
yeah, and and everyone looked
Yeah.
different. Now
I
everyone
swear.
looks the same.
The same.
You know, so I'm always conflicted between going there,
Yeah.
you know, probably like getting something done, maybe enhance your look, to being like self-love.
Yeah.
And why should I get my face touched at all?
Yeah.
Like, you know, what's wrong with me? Nothing's wrong.
Right, yeah.
So I think we're like, I don't know about you, but I'm
No.
always like hovering on that
also-
line. Yeah.
This also completely because of the industry.
Yeah.
Like our parents would never say that. Parents, chhod bhai, friends, family, anybody
Yeah.
would never say that. But it's just the people in the entertainment industry or in that social setting who think that these things are more important than
Right.
themselves.
Like growing up, you would think other kids
Yeah.
are bad, but the beauty industry is relentless.
I swear. This industry is like faltu mein, you know, projecting all of their insecurities on us. Like every sab lete jao, sab lete jao, sab. And I remember during Miss India, man, this acne became this huge thing for me after Miss India. Actually, when I was going for the international pageant, it became this huge thing for me because they just didn't want a single boil on my face, and because of the medications that I took for acne, I started just to heal. All of it started coming out, and this was during my modeling days after Miss India, where you know I would randomly get these big cystic acnes randomly. And one day I remember during these fittings, we've gone and I have gotten that morning a huge cystic acne right here on my forehead. ये भी नहीं कि cheeks पे हो कि मैं बाल से छुपा लूँ, वो तो कर नहीं सकते fittings में because you have to put a ponytail high up, so you can't hide anything. And they want you to come with no makeup, so you can't hide anything. But still, cheeks are still not right in your face. This over here was in your face. So imagine the kind of things that we do. I have applied a band-aid over there properly, and then I'm going on. People are obviously asking me what's happened.
Yeah.
But I felt like telling them that I hit my head and got a scar was a better story than telling them that I got an acne.
Oh my God.
Which I now feel that at that age, you are hormonal, and every girl goes through that period of getting acne. And I feel like something so natural has to be hidden in that way, that you're putting a band-aid and telling them that you got hit by something.
That's really hard hitting, you know, because I can understand where it's coming from, and the eyes that are on you and the judgment that surrounds us can make you think like that. But you know, it's just crazy. Like even I feel कि you'd rather say कि मेरे को लग गई rather than say कि एक मुझे acne है. Like if you see in the normal world, acne कोई बहुत बड़ी बात नहीं है.
Dude,
But it was at the time.
And when I told this to a few girls, they're like, bro, मैंने भी एक बार ये किया था. It's such a normal thing.
But we don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it. Like girls do this. They've had to do so many things just to hide these things which are so natural for your body to happen. It has its own time.
In fact, for me, again, the same things. When we were doing ramp shows and stuff, there are fittings where we all stand in like this circle.
Exactly.
And then the stylists will come, the designer will come, and they'll allot you your garments, basically what you're going to wear on the show.
Right.
And what happened was, after Miss India again, I also put on a little bit of weight, but it was very healthy weight, which came to my hips first, right? My weight comes on my hips first, and I've been always told in my life that I've got to nice, like,
Yeah.
curvy body,
Yes.
which is nice, right?
Yes.
So again, I did not have an insecurity regarding my curvy body, but after doing like those shows, I realized, because there would be times where they would be like, no, don't give this to her. It won't fit her on the hips. So you're standing in this room and you're like, oh my god, now my hips are a problem. So even before, when you see all the garments, you're already conscious that, oh gosh, I just hope I fit into like my hips fit into something, right? And if you see, I probably weighed like 54, 55 kgs, which for my height is very healthy. But even then, I was so conscious. And it only comes from, that being in
Yeah.
that industry, because
True.
even like the smallest of the issues
100%.
are like taken
in
up.
in COVID, I gained a little weight, and when I would tell my friends that who are not from the industry, if I would tell them that, dude, I've gained weight, and they would look at me and they're like, please, Shreya, like तूने weight gain किया तो हम क्या भैंस हो गए?
Yeah. No, that's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's how they would say. But you will understand this. Me gaining weight is on camera when you're shooting. After 6 months of COVID, when you're shooting, they can tell. Like, wo camera pe, like camera adds 10 pounds.
It does,
10 pounds.
man.
It does. So they can tell, and then it's barely 2-3 kgs. It's not even that much. It's barely 2-3 kgs, or max 4 kgs. But and as a normal person won't show, but these are such small things that we get so conscious about.
Yeah.
But having said that, I also have to say that in the industry, yes, as models, you do have to be fit.
Yeah.
You
It's your
don't-
job.
Yeah, it's your job to be fit, so you do have to be fit. So yes, you work on it and then you reduce that. But these things, I feel like our friends would never understand. And I would
Yeah.
be able to tell you how we discuss, यार मेरा यहाँ से थोड़ा
weight आ गया."
थोड़ा weight आ गया, यहाँ थोड़ा ऐसे flap दिख रहा है
Yeah.
and all of that. So we understand कि हल्का सा भी ऐसे दिखना नहीं चाहिए.
Yeah. Because the
But-
standards are so high
Yeah.
that you always have to keep matching it. You
True.
know? So for that you have to just work extra hard.
Hmm.
But then that's also like there's also being a model. I think that comes with the job.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But it's our rant, so we're going to rant.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, that, and now social media, right? Now social media has become such a huge thing where you see the most beautiful women all across the world. And now you're like, now what's the next thing that I need to get fixed? But the most prominent thing is your nose, right?
Oh.
When you see all of these models or all of these celebrity actors or whatever, they always get their noses fixed.
Yeah.
So you kind of now start thinking ki, okay, now ab mujhe shayad nose fix karani padegi. Now this is my natural nose genetically, given by my father, my ancestral nose.
Yes.
But now I feel, like that is something I need to work on.
Yeah.
In fact, even Bella Hadid said that, I should not have gotten my nose fixed. It was like my ancestral nose, like it was my family nose.
Yeah.
But I regret it. But so what? Like you still got it fixed, and now it's got a trickle down effect, right? It happens when you see those people. You're like,
India only follows the West. As simple as that. Yeah. It's
that
like,
we do.
Yeah.
It is European nose, whatever they are going for. Or it is not in your genetics, but that's where basically this world is moving towards more perfection.
There's
more
a
perfection.
saying now that if you love your nose, then you truly love yourself.
Absolutely. Like if you love your nose, that's truly self-love. Absolutely. It is.
Like nose, though, yeah, India maybe, like I feel like nose is something that has reached the common public also. You don't have to be from the industry, but normal people also, यार मेरी नाक थोड़ी मोटी है, यहाँ से broad है, यहाँ से ये है.
I think it's because we are clicking way too many pictures now. I don't mind it. I'm not saying that's a problem.
I agree.
But because we're clicking so much more, we're in front of the camera a lot more, and we are like
There's so much more
subjected to a lot
comparison.
more people. Yeah, much more comparison. And that's why.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's next on the list.
There's a huge list, man. Oh, you're going to be shocked by this. There was this one time that I was told by a dermat that I need to fix my face.
My God, what does that mean?
So this starts from Miss India. So after Miss India, we've gone to this dermat and she's just going to check our skin, like all three of us. She's going to check our skin. We're going for the international pageant and it's all professional and everything. And then she takes out this, this drawing of this girl, a female face. eyes, lips, nose, whatever. And then one by one, she's called us into the office and she's just observing, because obviously the team has asked her that please suggest what all do you think, can be done, or do you think if there's something that, we can make it look better, make her look more attractive, apparently.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I wasn't attractive, why did you make me win?
Yeah, why did you select me in the first
I
place?
swear.
Yeah.
Like, पहले सबको जिता दो, फिर बोलो अब बदलो.
Yeah.
So, I have received this drawing with these red marks on this whole image. I need to lift this. I don't know, there's something over here. I don't know what this was. There is under eye filling that I needed apparently. Then uske baad, there's something with the nose, because apparently my lips and my nose are not like in sync. I need more gap here, so there is something that I need to do with this. And then after that, my lips. Dude, I love my lips. Like I feel like I have nice full lips, and they're like, "नहीं इसको और plump कर देते हैं, और कर देते हैं इसको." So lips though is like very normal for them. Then they were like something to do with my jaw. They were like, we can make the chin go longer. Chin के ऊपर mark किया हुआ है, and this can go like this. I'm like, I am 20.
Yeah.
Can you please?
Still
like,
developing.
Yeah, my face is still getting developed. I can. And I'm so glad that I laughed at it instead of feeling bad about it. I was like, what is this?
Yeah. Yeah, and where does it end? Where does it end?
Like, obviously I didn't get anything done, because that's just...
Yeah.
It makes me feel like it's so stupid. Like, if I told this to my parents, I'm like, ये क्या चल रहा है वहाँ पे, मतलब किस चीज़ के लिए गए हो?
It's actually very strong-headed of you to not go ahead and get things done, because it takes a lot of guts to not do it also when you have that much pressure, which is great. And we see all of these celebrities and actors and even the Nepo babies, and we throw them under the bus all the time, saying that look what she's done, look what they've done. But that is the point of this rant. Like, this is where it all comes from. It's not them or us. It's everything around us, and how you want someone to look on screen. And when someone is bigger than life itself, it has to look just perfect, and it is unachievable.
And imagine they're born in this industry. They're surrounded by such people who have done things. So for them, it's very normal to do these things. It's very normal to get surgeries. Botox तो उनके लिए regular eyebrow filling वाली
खुद ही
बात
कर
होगी.
लेते हैं.
Like हम ही कर लेंगे Botox. So for them to be born in this and then think, no, I'll not get anything done, I think it's just peer pressure after a point. So I actually kind of feel sorry for them in a way.
Yeah.
Like, them all regretting. You see all these actresses, Hollywood actresses, and all later regretting that I wish we didn't, like you said, Bella Hadid.
Yeah.
Many of them are later regretting that I wish we didn't get anything done. And I just sometimes feel like I'm so glad that we don't come from such backgrounds. And हमें तो एक थप्पड़ पड़ता है ऐसी बातें करने के लिए. Like, our defense background actually like just taught us that we're built with a thick skin, not fake skin.
Absolutely. So. And that's what we've carried on up until now.
Yeah. And that's what we will.
Yeah. In fact, we spoke about all these things, and we started saying that it was a rant, which it kind of was.
It is.
But, just ranting it to your friend, just when we were discussing everything, I felt like a little bit of control of the beauty industry or the beauty standards of the world kind of lifted off of me. So, because, you never go out and speak about it. You never go out and say, these are my insecurities and this is how it happened. But when you just say it, they kind of lose their power over you a little bit, which is so refreshing. So refreshing, isn't it?
Actually a therapy session.
It was a therapy session.
Yes, it
we
was.
were not lying. It was a therapy session.
Honestly speaking, like when we sat to talk about this, we went from top to bottom. We're like, okay, now if we're going to talk about this on our podcast, shuru se shuru karte. Hair, eyes, nose, lips, body, whatever. Like, let's just keep going on. There are so many things. And there are so many more insecurities that we haven't even spoken about yet.
So what we want you to do is that you speak to your friends about your insecurities and help each other out. And if you come up with some absurd ones, do let us know.
I swear, we would really love to go deep into it on any of our next episodes. Thank you so much for
for joining on
in.
our therapy session.
Thank you.
On our rant,
Bye.
actually. Bye.
Yeah.